I am the director of the Art Institute, and I have a special connection to Jon Handman, although we have barely met. Jon and I both run parallel programs. Jon, as co-founder of Stringendo, it is for students with a passion for music, and mine, as director of the Art Institute, is for students who have a passion in the visual arts. What makes our programs valuable is that in a world that often marginalizes the arts, we both prioritize the arts. Art and music programs, as we all know, are often the ones to suffer the devastating budget cuts in schools. Students many times can't take their art classes because academic courses are deemed as a higher priority. We see students, especially those with excellent academic records, who are guided away because they have other options. This is our culture, even though America's biggest export is the arts. Both Jon and I know something, it's a secret that's hidden right in plain view. Careers abound in the arts. Everything you see, everything man-made in this room, had at least one artist work on it. The clothes you're wearing, the plates on your table, the building you're sitting in, even the car you drove here in, these were all at some point a concept on an artist's table or a concept in their mind. Think of all the music in your life. All day, every day, musicians are creating and playing songs on your iPod, your radio, your television, your phone, and on your computer. These all represent jobs. These are jobs from musicians to designers, sound technicians, promoters, advertisers, videographers, and much, much more. I'd like to introduce and welcome to the stage Rick Duvall, our board president of Mill Street Loft, and someone with a very special connection to Jon Handman's work.
Thanks, Todd. My perspective is more personal, not that I've ever played a violin or a cello. I've known Jon for something like a dozen years as a teacher to my kids, and a teacher to so many other kids that and I'm kind of here to bear witness. As a lawyer, it's a little unusual for me to do that, but that's more like what I'm doing here. So, some of this you may have heard before, but I can testify to it, as it were. In 2009, Jon Handman led Stringendo's Vivace Orchestra to the National American String Teachers Association String Competition in Atlanta. They came home with the festival's Grand Champion Award. That same year, a quartet formed with Jon's guidance and with his inspiration, I think, in a program at Arlington High School, was accepted into and competed in the St. Paul String Quartet Competition, a national string quartet competition in Minneapolis, the first ever for any public school-based quartet for that competition. In 2012, Jon led Arlington High School's Philharmonia Orchestra back to the same American String Teachers Association convention, again in Atlanta. And guess what? Again, his inspiring leadership and instruction brought out the very best in his students. They were grand champion again, Philharmonia this time. Jon is clearly a bright light in our universe. Indeed, he has, and I've seen it, illuminated. He has truly lit up so many hundreds of our local musicians for the past dozen or so years. His rehearsals and, of course, the concerts are a joy to watch. Please, I've said this to everybody I can tonight. Take the time, look up the Stringendo schedule. It's online. The Arlington High School schedule, it's online. go to a free concert, you will be blown away. I will testify. I've seen teenage boys weeping, okay, as he's been through, I'm about to start, as they reflect with him on the journey that they have had with him. Through it all, whether his students continue to study music or not, they have become, for the rest of their lives, better human beings. So thank you, John.
It's really rare that I feel speechless. It's rare that I feel, it's hard to find words to say what I'm feeling right now. And those of you that know me know that that normally doesn't happen, especially when I'm talking to a large group of people. I remember when I first moved back to this area, it was 1997. I'm from this area, I grew up in Hyde Park. I started teaching, I was at Spackenkill Hill School District and really excited about it. And had an amazing experience. But we started the summer camp early on in my time there, and that was with Carol Shad and with Emily Shad. We're both here right now. And then a couple years later, through that camp, we formed Stringendo, and then here we are 12 years later, and lots of really special things have happened. The people that I work with just make it work, you know. Both my sisters are here, and they're both just exceptional musicians and teachers, and are such a huge part of this, as Emily and Carol are here as well. A very special thank you goes to my wife, who's a very amazing teacher and wife. And it's all about community, and all of the special moments that happen with the students happen because this nucleus of people and many others come together, including the board at Stringendo, my colleagues in all the districts that in Arlington now, and when I was teaching in Spackenkill. I'd also like to give a really special thank you to my mom, who's here tonight as well, and she's been there in so many ways to support me, and it's a big part of what I am today too. Thank you all for this award and for all of your support.